This podcast was recorded during the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. Without the labor of the writers and actors currently on strike, Wonka and a lot of the other things we cover on this podcast wouldn't exist.
Hey there, Stu. Do I have an idea that's gonna make us rich? Are you ready for it?
Oh, I'm ready, boss.
Oh, consider this the before and after of your life. Hear me out. We take one subject, and then we put it on everything. You ready? Here we go. Collectibles. Board games. You know those things people play together? Okay? It's little dolls that if they open it from the package, it loses its value.
Oh my goodness.
But it's only made of plastic, okay? And then how about collector's cups? People love a good cup. You fill it up with
I do
water.
love a drink.
Who doesn't love a drink? I enjoying this whiskey right now. I'm sharing with you, Stu.
We all got a drink.
We
Why
all
not
got
do
a
it out of a
drink.
crazy cup?
Do it out of a
cookie
crazy cup. And it could be anything. And everybody would love it.
Boss,
that
are
was
you
me.
inventing the concept of merchandise? And why are we Southern now?
See, this is what happens when you drink out of your Southern merch. It's just nothing but some grits, and I am eating it out of my grits themed bowl with my grits themed shirt. And okay, bam, I'm back. Okay, no, I'm still Southern shit. Bada boom, bada gabagool. I can't do it.
Boss, get back to me, boss. What happened, boss? You get consumed by the grits?
I did get consumed by the grits. That's the power of this merchandise there, Stu, and I think we need to bank in on it because you could do it with anything. In fact, the other day, I think I saw something, and it was a man in a purple coat with a lot of candy. Didn't understand it, but he was everywhere, and people were losing their minds. And I think, what if we made off-brand same thing? What if we did the same thing or something? Call it Billy Bonka merch.
I love it, boss.
Oh, amazing.
And so Stu and Joe went into business, creating their merchandise, and we floated away, and both Felicia and Elaine woke up from their nap. Felicia, I have a great episode idea.
Is it about Wonka merch? Because I just had the same dream as you, and I know it.
Stop, our dream palaces finally aligned.
Horrible. Our Broadway producer merchandise sewn as Stu and Joe.
Right. Did you also have the part where we were riding on the back of Adam Driver's centaur over a
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But that's every night. That's every night for me.
So true. I love it. Well, yeah, Wonka merchandise.
Yeah, so today, this episode, hi everybody, welcome to Wonka Watch. I'm
Hello.
Felicia.
I'm Elaine.
And today, we go over all the Wonkaverse shit in preparation for the movie coming out in December. And today we're talking about Wonka merch. Because, we've talked about some of this stuff in the past, but, we're really diving into, the collectible products today. Because with the Wonka movie coming out, there's going to be a new batch of merch in the world. And I think this is actually one that maybe we could get some predictions from. Maybe.
Ooh, yeah.
We're trying to do a bit. I mean, the whole concept of this podcast is we're studying it to make accurate predictions. On the execution of that idea, we're at about. I'd give us a 4 out of 10. But this one, I'm hoping we can get it up to a 7.
Ooh, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
That would be cool.
Ooh.
But that's the concept of today's episode. And oh my goodness, I'm back in the dream. It's me, Stu. I went down to the mailroom. Beep, 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 beep. That's the sound I make when I walk down the stairs. What's this in my mailbox? I'm really returning to a mailbox every time this time. I'm getting a piece of physical mail delivered. I'm going to add another layer to this. It's not just going to be mailbox. I came up with an idea.
Perfect. Okay.
Boss, I got this. Look at this package.
Oh.
That's the sound that makes the package opens. Is that a board game? It's a board game, boss. Let me open this up. Let me read the instructions. Oh, wait, these aren't instructions. It's Wonka Watch News.
Oh, they got you again. You've been
Got him
goofed and
again.
gaffed.
They got Stu
silly.
again.
Stu.
I feel like this is not the first time a Stu. Is this our first Stu on the pod? I
I think it might be the first time we've named them. I don't know if we've ever. It's always been boss. And
Yeah.
Listen here,
Stu and
kid.
Joe.
It's been boss and kid, I think.
Yeah.
Now it's Stu and Joe.
I'm not the kid anymore. I'm Stu. The kid's got a name. All right, so we have 2 pieces of Wonka Watch news this week. Number 1, we're not diving into this too deep, but we did get an email from our listener, Kyle Chone, letting us know that there's more counterfeit Wonka Bar news.
Always.
Just letting you know, Molly's Sweet Shop owner had to pay over $10,000 in fines because of the lack of allergen information on the fake Wonka candy.
No.
Quite bad, but we're not going to dive into it because we've had our time with this. This is normally not something I would report on Wonka Watch News. I'm really only reporting on it because of proximity reasons.
Ooh, okay.
And you shall see why. So this article came into my Wonka Digest, and I get a lot about different companies doing Wonka-esque giveaways. We get these, like, in the Digest, like, every day, basically. But this one stood out to me because, Elaine, on the menu, Charleston Bakery offers chance to win lifetime of desserts. So for listeners unfamiliar, Elaine lives in Charleston. So this is the story hitting home.
Bakery?
French Bakery La Pâtissier at downtown Charleston's Hotel Bennett is offering visitors a chance to win a lifetime of desserts.
Oh my god. I mean, I have to do it, right? What do I have to do? Do I just...
Well, we'll get into this. Putting a
Okay.
contemporary twist on a timeless classic with the new Remy and the Chocolate Factory giveaway. Executive pastry chef Remy Foonfrock.
Amazing. That's...
What is an umlaut? Would that be Foonfrock? Hey guys, what do umlauts do?
What are you even saying? Like in language, the 2 dots, the dots?
Yeah, what is it? What does it do?
Ooh, I think it elongates.
Foonfrock.
Okay.
Remy.
I might be very wrong,
he's
though,
got,
so
he's got
apologies.
an accent over the E and an umlaut over the U in Foonfrock.
Okay.
Remy. Okay.
I think Remy sounds... Remy?
But the E in Remy has an accent.
Oh, like, is it... Which way is the accent facing?
To the right.
To the right? Okay, so that'll be Remy.
Okay, Remy.
And then I did...
So then the second name is Foonfrock with the U has an umlaut over it.
Funfrock.
Remy Funfrock.
You know what? And we're gonna... We apologize.
Well, you can learn when you get the ticket, Elaine. So,
Perfect.
Chef Remy Foonfrock has created 2 new chocolate bars. Chocolate and candied orange peel, and strawberry chocolate and crunch pearls.
Crunch pearls.
And hidden among the bars is 1 golden ticket rewarding its finder with a lifetime supply of desserts. So the winner can choose a daily item from a selection of Foonfrock's signature creations at La Pâtissier, including his award-winning croissants, muffins, tarts, turnovers, cakes, macaroons, and more. And Elaine, how many dollars do you think a single chocolate bar is?
Oh god, Charleston, this is gonna be like $8, $10, $12.
$12. You are
Yep.
correct, Elaine. $12.
Down here, yeah.
So, you know, if you get Remy Foonfrock's amazing his name is so fun to say. It's so fun to say.
So good, it just brings me joy.
Yeah, if you get a chocolate bar, you'll have to report back on the podcast and do a live
Yes.
golden ticket opening.
Yeah, I'll look into it. We'll see.
I won't hold you to it. You know, I don't think
It's just
people
so
are going to be dying.
I could probably get a little posse to go downtown.
Yeah.
I can go to the trashy karaoke bar downtown.
This song goes out to you, Remy Foonfrock. So, episode topic time. I did the research this week. And Elaine, I'm going to let you make a choice. Do you want my eBay finds first or the Wonderbly customizable book?
Let's do the book first.
I do want to say, like, I skipped a lot of stuff looking through all these things. I mostly searched on eBay because I was looking for more historical. You know, I was looking for more, like, what was coming out when the movies were coming out. That was
Because we
more
have a
interesting to me
lot of
than, like,
years for there to be Wonka merch made.
Yeah.
Like, that's
so
a lot to pick
I was
from.
I was only looking for stuff that's, like, vintage, you know? But I did come up with the Wonderbly book again, and we'll talk about this in a second. But I did skip over some things of, like, your generic plushes that I just didn't find interesting, and, like, movie posters. I was looking for weird shit. Okay,
Yes.
but what I did find was the Wonderbly My Golden Ticket customizable book, and I was vaguely aware of this, but I saw something in my searches that I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? Because the pages, it looked much more interesting than I thought it would be based on the description. And the thing is, you can preview the whole book online because these are made for children. They're not made for adults. So the adult wants a preview of the book, right? They want to see how their kid's name is incorporated.
Yes.
And it is quite customizable. I thought I was just going to print your name in it a few times. No, things change. And we're going to talk about it because I wasn't sure if I was going to do this. And then a single character was introduced and I was like, oh, fuck, we do have to talk about this. So let's talk about it. So, yeah, you basically preview the whole book. You add in your first and your last name. How much do you think this customizable book is, Elaine? I'm going to let you guess. It is
how many pages?
like 38 full color pages.
38 full color pages. Customizable. When did it come out?
Recently. Last few years.
Oh god. Oh, okay. I feel like it should be 20, but it's going to be like 38.
$42.99.
Wow, I am kind of on my numbers today. Price is right.
It is very cool, but it's far too expensive.
Yeah,
I will say
that
this
seems like
book
a lot.
is visually cool. Do you want to be able to flip through it while I do it?
Yeah, that sounds delightful.
And I used your name to do this.
Oh, fantastic.
So if you just put in your name, you will be able to get in there. This book is visually cool. I loved books like this as a kid. It's one of those books that has like little pieces of ephemera in it. Like you aren't able to pick them up, but it'll have like a piece of packaging on the side of the page around the words. And you get to look at them.
This journal belongs to Elaine. Dear Elaine, life is packed full of delicious adventures.
You go to the next page and you see the golden ticket on the left. You know?
Yes. Very classic.
And then on the right, you get your own little narrative because it's written in first person by you, Elaine.
My name is Elaine, and I'm about to go on the best adventure ever. And I'm going to record it all in here and on a podcast. You see, this morning, somebody, I still don't know who, gave me a bar of Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight, which I ate. Okay, gulped. In 5 seconds flat. And in it was a golden ticket to Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Why the fuck am I eating stranger's chocolate and
from
gulping
a stranger. Yeah. The rest of the page is not worth reading, I will tell you. It does list off candies that
Cherry
Wonka's made,
tubes?
and one of them's cherry tubes.
That sounds
passion
disgusting.
fruit follies, and then never blasting bog trotters. Those are new, right? Like I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah, no,
I've
we've
never heard these before.
Seen those. Never blasting bog trotters does sound amazing, though, I will say.
And so at the bottom it says, I've been warned to behave at Mr. Wonka's factory. Apparently he had some troublesome children visiting a few years ago. So this is post-Charlie.
Oh, shit. And he's still letting people in the factory.
So the thing about this that really made me get invested is because a character is introduced. Can you start it behind a small, neat desk?
Behind a small, neat desk, there was a tiny man with bright green hair who said his name was Lomo. He told me he was an Oompa Loompa, and he'd be my guide.
That's right, Lomo, the Oompa Loompa.
Lomo the Oompa Loompa.
He sings a song, and he's going to be your guide through the rest of this book.
Fantastic.
Lomo is a legend. We get a map of the first floor of Wonka's factory. Floors 2 through 70 are not mapped.
I really love that there's a map.
It's kind of hard to zoom in on this.
Yeah.
But books like this were such my shit as a kid. I would have fucking loved this. I loved stuff like this with like little details. I was a kid who loved like the fucking movie books.
Sorry, I'm just reading the sentence at the bottom. So look at them. This was just one floor. It was a good job I had Lomo to lead me, although he mostly just sang a song about a hairy-nosed, waffle-loving wombat.
Yeah, it's very like lol random a lot of the time. In a way that didn't feel accurate to me, to the tone of the novel, but it's fine.
But now we have waffle-loving wombats.
It felt too modern, weirdly.
Yeah.
So the next page is the chocolate room, and it's just talking about the chocolate room, but it is kind of cool because you get to see like a little, like there's a ticket for the river cruise, you know, like that's quite fun.
This is really cute.
Okay, so the next page is the Flavor Fairground. It's in the storeroom. Storeroom 101 is where this is. You go down the Flavor Fairground, you go down a cinnamon slide, the rocky roller coaster, the toffee teacups, and then you do a slot machine. And you win.
Wow.
So there's also a sick bag on this page, and quite a cute poster for the Flavor Fairground.
That is
It seems like the
cute.
Oompa Loompas get to hang out there and have a good time.
Aw.
So the next page is the Rainbow Drop Room. This one's pretty boring. It's basically just there's like clouds with colors that come
They
down
look
from
like
them.
Trivial Pursuit pie wheels. The poster is pretty sick, though. I like it as well. I like a little vintage touch to a... Tired of spitting in only one color? Okay, well, no, I'm good.
There is a thing, so basically, like, the different things in this room, so it's like luminous lilac. It's basically taking letters from your name and using it to build a thing that happens at the end. So, like, you getting elderberry in the last room, I did not realize that until the end of my reading. So then we go into the rock candy mine, where Lomo begins to sing a little nervously. So you bring in some luminous lollipops, and then you go into the mine. If you go to the next page, there's, like, a little scary page where you, like, go down.
Oh,
And
I love
it turns out you find a rock candy that is astonishingly airy. I'm gonna be honest, listeners, this is worth the flip through. It's
It
quite
really is.
fun. Like, it is I had a great time flipping through this. And I was like, can I just go on here and make little fake books for myself and read these? Because it's a fun time.
Very quick also, you know how I'm a tavern song kind of gal? Like if there's a musical that has a tavern, whatever. If there is any kind of movie or video game that includes a mine shaft element, I am so in. I fucking love that shit. Roller coasters like that. Oh!
So then we get to the inventing room here. We get a little packaging for squares that look round. The packaging they designed for this is so good, but the biggest secret is the physical effects machine, which is quite a good name. Lomo turns the dial of the machine up to 11. It lets out a deep hum that made my teeth and bones vibrate. And suddenly, it zapped a perfectly ordinary stick of gum. So it zaps a stick of gum, and then you eat the gum, and you're the test experiment. So you go to the next page. Bitch, you're invisible. And you get like an observation record. And on the next page it says, I tried my best not to do anything appropriate. I try my best. And it's like you pantsing Lomo.
Oh my god!
They're like holding him up by his pants.
How devious!
But it wears off, so you're
Good,
fine.
Good.
Okay, Vitaministry. This is the most interesting page. Then you meet a specially trained Oompa Loompa called Gilda.
Oh.
So
Gilda.
she's here, and she gives you a little, like, exam, like a little physical checkup, you know? She decides you need vitamin E, which is protection against eating greens. There's vitamin A for anti-aging and vitamin Z for anti-zombies. So there's
Perfect.
zombies in the Wonka world.
Does that
Fun.
stop you from getting hurt by zombies or stop you from becoming a zombie?
Oh, no.
Intriguing.
This is the most out there one, the Toffee Apple Orchard. So basically when you lick a toffee apple from the Toffee Apple Orchard, the tree morphs to then show you the history of your family name. Not your family tree, but how your last name has evolved over time, okay?
That's wild. Okay, wait, where are you? Because I'm, like, my next page is the field guide.
I don't have the field guide.
Oh, really?
What's the field guide? Did you put in a different name than me?
No. Okay, well, I'll tell you really quickly about the field guide, I guess. Loma basically tells you about Mr. Wonka's new creations that not only taste different, but sound different, too. And every time you bite into a Wonka bar, it must make a completely unique noise. Does that come later?
I had that in mine,
Oh.
I believe. Because is there birds on it?
Yes.
That was mine.
Weird.
It was there to give me an extra A in my name, I think. But, because that's the thing, I'm like, if there's a thing from each page that's, like, part of your last name, how does it change when, you know, like,
Yeah,
anyway.
maybe.
Because it does, like, an acrostic at the end, you know?
Anyway, this one
name.
isn't too thrilling. It's just a field guide.
No, it's not an interesting page, which is
Yeah.
why I don't have much notes on it, you know? The Toffee Apple Orchard is much more interesting. So,
Okay,
do you
now
go to that
I have
next?
that 2 pages later because then I have a outer space sweetosphere weird thing.
What the fuck is that? I don't know. What is that?
Oh, you don't have that? Next, we got into an
No.
elevator, and not just any old elevator, but one made of glass that Lomo called the
I
Great Glass
never saw
Elevator.
that.
Lomo took me to see Mr. Wonka's top secret toppings. Ooh, and we've
What
got
the
like
fuck?
a cool, like old fashioned, like spacey poster, and we have different cards like toppings. We have Scorch Dropper and Toffee. And they were floating in the sweetosphere and all the toppings in the world, and out of it floated next to us sparkling and fizzing and singing and whistling. I reached out and caught some Scorch Droppers as they sailed by and some toffee. Woo! Anyway, toppings in space. And now I see the toffee apple orchard. But yeah, family
I've never
tree.
seen that page. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So you go to the next page and you can see your name as it changes over time. So my last name apparently comes from Mumzallop.
Wow.
So that's cool.
Mine was Bogswallop.
Yeah.
Hot. I love that.
All right. So now you're on to Lomo's Melody, which is where it brings out all the things from the previous pages. Which, do you have things from the bird page and everything like that? Because for me, it's like, we add the crucial flavor, elderberry, then the color, lilac, from the mind.
Yeah, I have
airy,
those. Yeah,
double
I have
invisibility,
those.
the essential juice, naughtiness. Then we turn to vitamin E, of course. Do you have anything after that?
I did put my last name, so let's add one more. Why ever not? B. That goes into our pot. Lame. We're nearly there. Let's make some noise. E. That's it. Why?
Oh, did you put your did you put
Oh,
your
I did. I
full
put
first
my
name
full
in the
name.
first
That would
thing?
explain why I have extra
That
letters. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
That explains a lot. There's
I was like, where are you getting this?
like, what's happening? And I was like, fucked it.
I'm like,
I
is
thought
your
I might have
name
actually
different?
put like 2 extra E's in my name or something by accident.
For a second, yeah.
Or I typed
That
it
makes
wrong.
more sense. So you put your full name in the first box?
No, oh my god, I know what I did because I went to go Elaine Best, but then I realized it said Elaine Best.
That's what I thought you did.
Oh no! Well, oops, not what I
So
intended.
your name is Elaine Best. I love
My
that.
name's Elaine Best.
Okay, so basically Lomo at the end puts it together, like it takes all the letters in your name and based on the pages, and also if you have a short name, you get
I was gonna
shorted
say,
a little
you
bit
probably get nothing
because you get less pages, you know. I feel like they could just include those pages and not say anything, but it's fine. We have all these pages, right? They have them all together, and these are the ingredients that go into your candy, all right? And Elaine, you will not believe the candy you get for putting in your name because
shit.
out of all the nouns they could have picked as the last word in this candy, why this, all right? The candy I created for you is Elaine's ever-swizzling Rapture. Rapture?
Shut the literal
Elaine's
fuck up.
ever-swizzling Rapture?
No candy, I believe, ever says rapture in the Wonkaverse. I might be wrong, but I don't think that. The Wonka rapture is not. It's a sign.
Literally.
A sign from the spirits of the well. That's bonkers.
Yeah, yours is elderberry flavored and may cause invisibility. Mine is, I did mine. Mine is Felicia's Fripple Gobbling Surprise.
Does that have an umlaut?
Fripple Goobling. Mine's fudge flavored. And it may cause invisibility. Fripple Goobling sounds like an illicit sex act.
That sounds like what Ficklegruber does on Saturday nights, you know?
Literally. It's just me, Ficklegruber, out frickle goobling. So on the last page, you finally get to meet Willy Wonka himself.
Oh, perfect.
You say, but most extraordinarily of all were his eyes, bright and sparkling, full of wild, secret laughter. I felt weird. I don't know.
Wild secret laughter? Hold on, I'm writing that down. I will be using that in the next fanfiction episode.
But
Secret laughter.
the fun thing about this is he presents you with a piece of paper, and it says, an award for excellence. And Wonka says, it is with profuse and particular pleasure that I, Mr. Willy Wonka, proudly proclaim Elaine Best to be a chocolate maker of the highest order. I hereby bestow upon her the exceedingly rare and extraordinarily prestigious title of Chief Wonkateer. But the fun thing on here is Willy Wonka signs as the proprietor, and right underneath, Charlie Bucket signs as proprietor in training. And I think that's quite cute.
That's adorable. That's good.
And then on the last page, you see Lomo. Lomo sheds a tear of joy and says he won't ever forget you and gives you a candy called a forget-me-nut.
Hey, Stu! Check your pockets! I think you forget me nuts!
Oh, shit. You're right, boss. I did forget me nuts. God damn it.
Man.
But it kind of
Wow.
implies, it says forget-me-nuts, a taste you'll never remember, new memory-melting formula.
A taste you'll never remember!
So it seems like he erases your memories, right? Like, It's a good name, because this is a day I will absolutely remember for the rest of my life. Oh, okay, so it makes sense that you forget it, so that when you get the book, it could foreseeably have been you. That's why.
It's kind of fucked up.
I
They
thought
would
this
give
was
that to you
wild.
at the end.
No, yeah, it's wild. I do think the drawings of Lomo are quite cute. They're
Yes.
cute. He's got a bit of a Squidward nose going on. That's the Wonderbly book. Do you want to talk about Loungefly backpacks? Because there's multiple.
I would.
Did you know Wonka had a Loungefly collection? I thought it was crazy. I didn't know until now.
I don't even know what that means.
So there's multiple Loungefly bags. One is like a cosplay backpack, which is basically just Wonka's suit from the 71 movie.
Cute.
It runs for about $450 new with tags on eBay.
Oh my god.
It does look quite nice.
It looks
it's
like
not
a good
ugly.
quality, also, I will say. Because
Yeah, he has his hat and cane as a zipper pull.
Love that.
There is an element of tastefulness to this one.
Yes.
Below that is the Loungefly Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory 50th edition, and the taste goes out the window with this one. This one is still good quality, but like a chibi. There's nothing wrong with
Animal
that, but it is.
Crossing Wonka?
Yeah, it's strange. It's got on the inside the lining is Willy Wonka 50th. This is only $60.
Okay. Okay.
6 available, 1 sold. It has all the kids on the bottom, and the kids. Charlie's hair is too close to his skin color, so it looks like he just kind of has a bald, lumpy head. And Augustus Gloop has a big chocolate mustache. It's quite strange.
Oh, man. I have a thing about, like, kidified animations. You know what I mean? Like, even when the adult looks like a kid, I'm like, ugh. But I also am like, on kids.
And then lastly, they have a Wonka bar crossbody.
Okay, this is cute.
$200.
Oh.
It's exactly what you think it is. On the
Okay.
back, it has a real ugly. Oh, the back's really ugly. The nutrition
Oh.
facts on the black.
That's not...
Perspiration,
that looks-
electricity,
see, that looks cheap.
evaporation, butterscotch ripple.
What?
Yeah, it looks bad on the back.
Perspiration, what is that? Okay, yeah, because I was going to say, it looks like decent quality, and then you get to the back, and it's like...
You open up the inside, and it has a golden ticket, but in the ugliest way possible. It's just like printed on there. It's not even interesting.
I was going to say, it looks like it could easily fade. And it kind of has a little bit.
It
unless
looks
that
like
was
it
a vibe,
has,
but,
yeah.
like the golden...
$200. $200.
Wow.
So the next section is Greyhound Wonka lunchboxes or like metal tins. There's quite a few of these. Now, I'll be honest, I thought if I was forced to purchase a piece of Wonka merch, I would buy one of these. You know, as Greyhound Wonka believers, for $15, you can get yourself a collectible Willy Wonka lunchbox metal tin 3D Nestle Series Candy Factory. And it's got Greyhound Wonka and his motley crew of Oompa Loompas sitting on the front with the little conveyor belt. And that's it. That's the whole thing. On the top, there's like some fucking candies. I don't know. What are those?
It's got the ridges you
Nerds?
want as well. The pop out of the art. Because if you're going to get a metal lunchbox like this, it better like have a feel to it, not just be a flat image.
Oh, on the back, Wonka's on one of his many forms of transportation. He's advertising his Laffy Taffy, his bottle caps, his gobstoppers, and his nerds.
Nice. And his little metal ship thing with legs. Oh, I don't like the gobstoppers. They are
Yeah, they're
beheaded.
a little spooky.
They're beheaded. Uncomfortable.
I think this is quite cute. This is fun. There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with this, you know?
Classic.
If I saw this in a thrift store, I would purchase it. I feel like I would have to, you know? So then underneath that is the Wonka mix-up metal lunchbox, and this one's a fun shape, Elaine.
Oh, this one's sick.
He's on the Wonkatania, 1999, used but not abused. Very clean inside. Tin is empty.
It's shaped around him in the boat. So it's not your square. It's whatever you would call that shape, I guess. You could put in a weird banana, I feel like, in this.
It's almost
lunchbox.
top hat shaped too.
Oh yeah.
This looks like a packaging that you would get a card game in 2009.
Yes. Wow. Yes.
It's also, there's something a little like Emperor's New Groove about it, and I don't know why. I think it's like the square
background pattern. Yeah, I was gonna say they have like
because
the
there's like a red
swirls.
swirly background pattern. And then there's one last one. This one is, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagonal tin. $15. Not bad at all. It's just a hexagonal tin. It's basically the same design as the lunchbox, but it's a hexagon this time.
Yeah.
And on the back, it's the Wonka limited edition Candy Factory canister. So these were just like tins that candy came in. You know, it's not
I
crazy.
love a good tin.
Bring tins back.
Bring tins.
Wild World
back.
of Wonka. There's one that says the Wild World of Wonka, and there's like 3 fucking airplanes on it. like on a side panel. Not beating the transportation allegations. I don't know why they're allegations, but he just seems to be very focused on that, you know. So that's the Greyhound Wonka collection. Did I find the Wonka towel? I saw a towel. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I forgot. I'm gonna give you one more link because I forgot about the beach towel.
Oh.
You know, you've always wanted a Wild World of Wonka Oompa Loompa beach towel. Well, don't worry, it does exist. $24.99 or best offer.
Wow.
It's just
Wonka.com.
like
I don't like having faces on towels because you
Yeah,
use the
no, I
towel
agree.
and then there's faces there and it feels weird. Wow, this is busy. I don't even know where to begin. It's just a lot.
It looks like a look and find.
It really does. Yep. Wow.
But it's quite fun. I mean,
Pretty
it's
silly.
unique. It's unique.
very silly indeed. Very silly indeed.
Wonka Christmas, because I found some more tins. So we have a vintage Willy Wonka Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory metal tin can collectible canister, and this seems to be like Mark Wonka era. $4.99. He is doing carols with gobstoppers.
And he's got red hair. Yeah, doing carols in the snow, and his little nose is red. And it's giving the animated Frosty the Snowman movie
Yeah.
animation. He looks very Campbell's
Willy
Soup
Wonka
Boy is his
Avenue.
uncle or something, you know?
Yeah.
The gobstoppers look
A nerd.
high.
There's a nerd and a gobstopper carrying a tree. The nerds are kind of cute.
They are cute. They're like little dogs.
And then underneath that is the 1984 Willy Wonka Nerds Christmas tin with metal handle, and it's just a nerd with a Santa beard on it.
Uncomfy. I don't
Yeah,
like
I don't like this one either. He's skating. Oh, it's a bucket? Wait, what the fuck? I thought it was like a flat tin.
Oh,
okay.
a bucket.
I went down. What a scare. There's 4 of these available. They're $14.98 each. The pattern on the side's kind of cute. It's like a little nerd and a Christmas thing
Yeah.
with like Christmas bells around it.
It's a nice little pattern like wrapping paper.
Wait, what the fuck does that say? From
Oh, the bottom
United
sticker?
Silver and Cutlery Co. I read
Oh.
that and was trying to read it like limited edition cuckery goo.
Oh, it does look very much like Cuckarigoo. Do you want a bucket from Cuckarigoo?
I did also in my searches learn about the existence of a Willy Wonka themed coin pusher at David Buster's where you can get all the cards and then like collect tickets from it, and they were selling the cards on eBay.
Wow. Stunning.
So below that is, if this was cheaper, I want you all to know we would be purchasing it, but it's not happening, is the Wonka's Magical Chocolate Maker. This runs for around $112 US, shipping out of Australia. It includes 16 different chocolate molds. It's basically just like a chocolate mold set, but there's this really fun like little circular dispenser that looks like the Wonka factory that's quite fun, you know? Includes some batteries. This is the kind of thing that I would have wanted very badly as a kid and then
Same.
never understood how to use, you know?
I love shit like this.
It is a bummer. If this was cheaper, we would be purchasing it and talking about it, but
Yes.
it's just not going to happen this time, unfortunately. The thing is like, I don't know much about this, and I can't explain much more than is already here, you know?
Yeah. It looks like they taste like shit, which is fantastic.
Okay, so then below this, we're going to talk about the Funrise Charlie and the Chocolate Factory action figures. These guys are fucking scary. You can get a Wonka, Veruca, and Charlie for $65 together. There's other ones that exist, but these are the ones we're talking about. These are uncomfortable.
Oh,
I don't like these.
These come alive at night.
These are the ones we're talking about. Why are there so many creases in Willy Wonka's pants? I don't
His
know.
legs don't look like legs.
This is from the seller McGurley.
His arms, I think, might be longer than his legs if you stretch them out. That are like, there's something proportionally wrong with everybody. Charlie's hands.
The
are
heads
fucked.
are okay. So the thing is Johnny's head is too big and Veruca's head is too small.
Yes, and her coat. They're trying to make it puffy, but it just looks like she's a linebacker. And then we go back to like little girl.
And
Charlie's
like,
face.
Charlie's arms aren't long enough.
It's giving
it seems,
Liza
I think.
Minnelli.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
The face is Liza Minnelli, guys.
Guys, if you want an off-brand Liza action figure, also like they come on these little chocolate room stands, and Charlie looks like he's this fucking like scorpion cupcake, spider cupcake.
Yeah, that
I
does-
thought that was a creature.
Look horrible. These are heinous and nightmarish, and I am very unsettled by this.
Yeah. I don't like it. Johnny his eyebrows are glossy.
Oh, I haven't even like gotten past the first picture because I was so stupefied, but now like people are posing them moving their arms, and I hate it so much. Ew. Well, that's new nightmare fuel for me.
Why is he so glossy?
Why is he so glossy? And you're right, yeah, his
Also,
face
his
is...
jacket isn't even corduroy. Like, he looks like he's wearing like a brown corduroy.
I'm not convinced he actually has like full feet. I'm getting hoof energy. Wow. Well, horrible. Oh, the shadow in the last photo, the shadow behind Veruca makes it look like she's about to turn into the Hulk or some creature, and like you're about to see it.
Oh my god.
Oh my
That's incredible.
God, I hate it. Okay, well,
Fucking horrifying.
cool.
And then underneath that, we can talk about the model train Willy Wonka candy toy train. This is quite exciting. I was like, candy train, bitch! It took me a little bit because I was like, I don't think this is real, but it seems to be a spinoff of the Wonka Candy Club, which was a thing during the Mark Sweet era.
Oh, cool.
You know, this was a die-cast metal engine with 3 reusable parts. It's basically just a train with like a Nerds sticker and a Tiny sticker and a Runt sticker on the side. But they're all from the Willy Wonka Candy Company, and it's got like that old...
Oh, that's so cute.
and they're basically like little clear containers that you could put candy in.
That's really cute. I love that.
And then on the back, like it said like copyright the Willy Wonka Candy Company. So I have to assume this is real. And I guess it came with candy.
Oh, yeah, because they made a note, candy removed. Okay.
So you put the candy in. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, I love this.
So that's fun. That's all. I just wanted to let you know.
$34.95. I'm gonna start calling
A
out the
small price
prices.
to pay. Now I'm gonna say the weirdest fucking one is a vintage 1985 Nerds wind-up toy, Police Officer Sunmark Incorporated. What the fuck is this?
That is so niche of a thing. Okay, $50 for this small figurine. Let's see if we have any. It's just one of
Breathe
your
easy,
classic-
Elaine. Returns are accepted.
Okay, so like what I'm hearing is that people can buy this. They can like put a hex on it, haunt it, return it back, and then you buy it. And now you have your
There's
classic,
something
like...
so haunting about this guy's gaze, though.
Like, he doesn't
Like, he
look like a
kinda-
police officer either, except for the little sheriff badge on his body, because
He
he's
also
got a
has a
yellow tie.
nightstick.
He does have a
He's
nightstick,
got
I
a
guess. He
nightstick.
just looks
he has
more
like
like
an
a...
orange hat.
He's like museum security officer.
Yeah,
I'm not really getting
yeah.
because he doesn't have any of the like his hat is just this cute little orange beret. Like it's not really a classic cop outfit, but cute. Nah, it's not.
I don't know why this exists.
$50, man. They must have just created different nerds doing different things. Then I would assume is like
Yeah. Well, and below that, you
Weird.
can get the giant Wonka Nerds plush animal fair red with blue scarf, vintage stuffed animal toy 9 inches. $129.
wow.
It's kind of cute, but not $129 cute. I'll be honest, if Squishmallows look like this, I'd get it more, you know?
Yeah, this is cute, but we are verging on squid version of Clifford the Big Red Dog face, or octopus backwards head, like an octopus head.
Cephalopod Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yes, it paints the
He's
perfect
cute,
picture.
though. It's a well-made plush.
It
It's
is a
cute.
well-made plush. It is cute, but yeah, it's not $130 cute.
You can get one for $47.99. Okay.
Okay.
So I just picked this one because it had good photos and it was the one I looked at. So like this may not be accurate prices. Okay, but now we're on to the old board games. And there's like 6 of them. First up is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Fantastical Factory board game. This one's $21, but this is the one that's like fucking Mousetrap that we've seen before because I think we looked into this. Right. It has 3D glasses as a part of the things. It has a bunch of little pieces of paper. There's like walnuts, I guess nuts on the ground. There's 3 die that seem to have like a
maybe
cake
cocoa
on it.
beans?
Yeah.
Or no, they
There's
are
just,
nuts.
like,
You're
very-
right. They are nuts. Okay, that's
Yeah.
wow. This is
The cards look like Wonka things. And then if you go to the middle, like the third picture, you can see like there's like the television room kind of thing and like there looks like a fucking like what is that like a do you still play skee ball?
I was just thinking that like you have to like throw things in this tiny hole. I was all about any board game that had like action items within it, like physical props. Classy. The 3D glasses is really next level, I will say. I feel like that board game would give me a headache.
Yeah, but Wonka's trapped in a little glass elevator at the top, and it almost looks like something you press in. Okay, so anyway, the second game is another one for the 2005 movie. It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory board game, and on top it says, a most interesting little journey. 2 to 5 players. And Wonka, that almost looks like an actor who's paid to look like Wonka, because that almost doesn't look like Wonka. Like, that looks like a guy who looks like Johnny Depp and plays him in the parks, you know?
Like, I would be like, oh, it's AI Johnny Wonka kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the back?
I think he's just less pale.
Why is... Oh, my God. Why is
this
the back
is like the promotional art.
It's very Shigo from Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Carmen Sandiego.
I want my golden ticket.
The shoes. This is just such a... It looks like a French fashion poster, this Wonka drawing on the back. Wow. I can't get over it.
Yeah. There's a gob stop card.
Oh, fantastic.
So you travel through Willy Wonka's amazing colorful chocolate factory, laugh at the outlandish Oompa Loompa riddles as you move along the game board, be the first to collect 5 golden tickets, and take the glass elevator up and out. It's a Wonka good fun.
Wow.
What? It's Wonka good fun.
See, that's just one of... We haven't had one of these in a while where they just try too hard.
Riddle cards. Riddle
cards. Oh, I'm back in the game. What if we made our own board game? That'd be really fucking hilarious.
This one looks kind of dumb.
Yeah, and it's $10, right?
But
yeah, so
$10, but $11.45, which $11.45 shipping.
And that's where that broke me.
Now we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the board game. This one's the book edition. This one is $29.95.
Okay.
This one's from 2003. This one has a lot of little pieces you get to pop out of like Wonka and Charlie tokens. Yeah, and the board is disgusting looking.
Looks like a bunch of turds cobbled together.
So bad,
and there's
guys.
so many red arrows to the point that it's like eye bleeding. Like,
yeah, it's like, what are we even doing at this point?
Oh my God.
Yeah, the design of this one is quite bad. You have really boring tokens too. It's just very standard. I don't even like want to talk about this one that much, you know?
It just hurts
exists.
the eyes. It's neon yellow in the back, and it's like all the classic drawings, but there's too many of them, and it just seems like it would also be confusing. Like, it's too much. Yeah, too much.
All right, so below that is the 1978 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory game. Yes! $50. But boy, this one is tempting. Yes! This one is tempting because it's got the classic fucking... What is his name? Joseph Schindelman illustrations with the best Charlie and the Chocolate Factory logo on the cover.
Our
favorite. The caffeine candy bar, and the scariest little drawings.
It's creepy.
Be the hero. Get Charlie to the television chocolate room. An adventure for 2 to 5 players.
If y'all go on
Become Augustus... Wait, the back says, become Augustus Gloop and disappear into the chocolate river. Say goodbye to Violet Beauregard as she blows up into a giant blueberry. Go down the garbage chute with Veruca Salt. Get sent by television with Mike BT. TV. But hit a Wonka switch space, and you too may become our hero, Charlie Bucket, and win the chocolate factory. What?
Wow. I did for a second thought that this entire game was about to be from the POV of Augustus. But that's fair. Horrible draw. I just took in the drawings of the kids off to the side.
Yeah, we hadn't seen them before. It's quite scary.
Augustus looks like a pile of mud with a wig on top. Violet, demon. Veruca, hag. Mike TV, an assortment of a duck and a cowboy hat. Like, it's just a lot. I remember us loving this logo when we did our book cover review on Buy Me a Coffee. And then, like, also hating the children and Wonka above it. But now seeing... So when we first saw this, it's a black and white sketch drawing, and Wonka's super tiny resting on the arm of Charlie Bucket, who is abnormally, like, big. But, like, we had a white background when we were looking at that. So it was like, oh my God, where'd he go? This is worse now seeing what their Charlie Bucket defined face would look like. Because now we have a neon yellow background.
He looks like fucking Gumby.
Yeah, he looks like an acorn. like Gumby Acorn, I don't even know. It got worse.
It was never designed to be done this way. I don't think.
No, absolutely not. But I am tempted by this game. You're right. It looks very cool on the inside.
It does look like it's kind of a mess. There's some pieces missing, like the board's in good shape, but a lot of the pieces are gone. But this one, if there was a copy for like 20 or 30, we'd be purchasing, I think.
For sure.
There's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Marvelous Math game out of the UK. It's just some math card games. It says it's for Oompa Loompas age 6 and up, and that's about it. I don't have any more details. It's just like, all right.
That exists.
Next is Candyland. It took me a minute because I was like, is this an unauthorized, like, just a thing people made and sell and nobody's caught them on it? But it is real.
Okay.
I have no interest in playing this because we understand how Candyland works, but it's basically just a standard Wonka board. You go through the Wonka factory and you play as Oompa Loompas, which I thought was interesting. The one I was most excited about, because how does this exist, is there's a clue. There's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory clue, and it uses the original book illustrations. I think it's from Australia. It actually, like, uses the book illustrations well.
Yes.
Like, it looks great. It would cost us, like, $50 to get this, so I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think the dream is real, but, like, there looks like there's... Wait, what are the things? What are the things that you can use? Is it a pillow? A pillow? A square candy that looks round? A fizzy lifting drink? Is that a fucking eatable marshmallow pillow?
Toffee apple, fizzy lifting drink, and marshmallow pillow.
Play with 6 suspect and bespoke sweet tokens. Mint Jujubee square sweet that looks round. Wonka's Fudge Mellow Delight. Toffee apple, fizzy lifting drinks, and marshmallow pillow. That's kind of fucking sick. 2022. This was made.
Interesting.
I think it's really well designed. It's like designed well.
Yes.
Like it looks good. You know?
Yeah.
This does not feel like the cash grab of the others. You know?
No, same. Agreed.
And then the last one, which is kind of related, which is one that I think we might touch on at some point, is the Build Your Own Chocolate Factory Roald Dahl Press Out book. So you can press out and build a little 3D model. Of the factory. And this is one that I might get for us in person.
That
because it's
sounds
quite cheap to get a used
very
copy.
silly.
Yeah. So that's all. I mean, I've been aware of this many times in the past.
I'm horrible at
fun.
creating
You can
things and building them. But
for
I love it.
$109, you can get a first edition printing of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh.
All right. Next is the only reason I have this. It is a plush of a Wonka bar from 2005, but it says like Wonka chili chocolate cream.
And chili is in cold. Like, and
$3.
This looks ugly.
Yeah, it's ugly as fuck.
It's and maybe it faded over time, but like, why is this a thing?
And the funny thing is, the back is like, it's not even like a funny nutrition label. It's like just serious.
Right. And this was originally bought for $3. And it's very much giving bought for $3.
This is a Five Below find.
Yes. Wow. That makes me unsettled on closing out.
Next, vintage 1971 Willy Wonka Quaker Candy original store display.
Oh,
this is the price is $1,299. Too much. Too much. It's built out of cardboard. They said it's 1971 ? Has 2 slots in the bottom, which I assume went on a bin that had the candy item in it. The sign was acquired from what I assume is a closed down confectionery store in Chicago. And this is talking about the Quaker Oats Company, the Willy Wonka Super Scrunch Bar and Peanut Butter Oompas. Unfortunately, the idea flopped. And then Quaker sold off Willy Wonka to Sunmark, who invented Sweet Tarts and Pixie Sticks, and later sold it again to Nestle. With all that said, this is an extremely early and rare advertisement, a massive side that would be a focal point to any Willy Wonka collector. I bet you have never seen another and will never see another after this. I really do not wish to sell, and I'm only offering it for a price I would actually let it go for, that I can invest in another hobby. I do truly love this sign. So that's nice. That is nice. I'm glad that they have gotten a lot of joy out of this sign. Wow. It is pretty cool. It's pleasing to look at. It's like a little house.
Yeah.
And through that you can see the chocolate room. and they're like hanging out together, Wonka and the Oompa Loompa outside the gates. It's like a pink, orange, and lavender color scheme. It's quite nice.
It is cool. I didn't realize it was huge. I thought it was like book sized, but it's 40 inches tall by 30 inches wide.
Yeah, it's quite large. I mean, it's like a store display.
Wow.
It has held up quite well.
Considering.
You know?
Shit.
Next below this is the same Wonka. You can get a 1980s original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory employee promo paperweight in which a little disc with that Wonka is kind of sealed in a glass tesseract.
I'm going to start ranking these by if I think they're haunted or not, and this is haunted.
Yeah.
And ugly. I'm going to say it.
This feels like something a paranormal investigator would use.
Yes, because it's like not even... It looks like it's in plastic, not glass. And then the coin itself that's in here looks really cheap. Because, like, if you're going to put something in glass, make it look cool. I don't know. Like, there's no point of it being in this container.
$250, but free shipping and delivery.
Okay.
So.
You've got my interest peaked again. I'm back.
All right, now there's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory lot from the 2005 movie, and this includes the Wendy's toys, and also the branded Wonka sunglasses that you could purchase at the time, and like some photo cards and shit. So in this, you know, there's some Wonka keychains, there's a Go Fish card deck.
Love the squirrel.
There's a magnet that says Willy Wonka is semi-sweet and nuts. That was his character poster. That's actually kind of funny. There's an Oompa Loompa on like a keychain, and then a tiny squirrel figurine.
Wow.
Then there's a thing of the Wonka factory, and that's a viewfinder.
Interesting.
On the back, it has like an image of like Grandpa Joe and Charlie Bucket. And then there's a game. I can't tell what type of game this is, but it's like a glass elevator thing that like I don't understand the game here.
Interesting.
But
I'm having such... I had the viewfinder. I forgot about those, where they'd be like shaped like something, and then you see an image in them, and that just so brought me back to a Beauty and the Beast one that like I had, and like I just forgot that was a thing, and it's like, why is that interesting? But it is fun as a kid. And now remembering the feeling of plastic meal toys and all my family trips. Oh wow, you've taken me down memory lane here. Memory lane.
I'm so glad. I could assist.
Wow.
And then for underneath this, I didn't really grab any film props, but for around $400, you can get the never melting ice cream as seen in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the 2005 film, and held by Fickle Gruber himself, the 2005 Fickle Gruber. And I really only brought this up because it was Fickle Gruber.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's it. That's the whole thing. It's just the ice cream used in the movie.
Wow.
$445 from Fickle Gruber's Never Melting Ice Cream.
Wow.
So
I feel like if
they're on
you're
the right,
a collector, that would look great in a collection. If you're just getting that as a one-off,
if you go down to the last photo, technically the guy on the right there is Fickle Gruber. But I don't know, is he Fickle Gruber or is he the Fickle Gruber stand assistant? These are questions that we must ask ourselves. I've never thought this was Fickle Gruber, but apparently he's listed as Fickle Gruber on the wikis, and I don't know, I just feel like he's a bigger company than that.
I don't claim this man as Fickle Gruber.
Yeah,
you know,
this is. If you
Matthew
told me
Baton
this was
can
Christian
be
Borle, I'd believe it.
Yes, actually. Yep.
He's wearing purple.
He's wearing purple with blue plaid pants. Like, no. That was really hard to
Have
say.
some taste. And then there's just some Wonka candies I wasn't aware of that we're talking about here. So there was a candy in the 90s called Willy Wonka's Bumbles. They were fruit-flavored Bumbles, and they have really died in these packagings,
Wow.
but they look like little bees. But they came in a hexagonal package, which I think is quite cute.
That is cute packaging. And I'm assuming maybe they probably tasted okay, but I would rather just have the package and not the original candies, because I don't know what that would serve a purpose
I
for
will say
anymore.
the packaging design of the Sunmark era, the Mark Sweet era, was quite good.
Yes, they were on fire.
I don't know. This actually might have been pre-Mark Sweet. I don't remember the exact year he joined. And then there's also the delicious tropical fishes candy guppies, which seem to come like with aquarium glass in the bottom. Are you seeing that?
Oh yeah. Okay. It does. Those little rocks and stuff. I wonder if people were like, and now I'm gonna put a fish in here.
Because it's the same hexagonal container but blue, and it looks great. Like they're little just different candy fish in a little blue aquarium. It's quite cute. $68.95, fully unopened candy canister, excellent condition, not for consumption, please.
Oh, thank God. I don't think that's haunted, but
I don't think so either.
you probably feel weird when you touch it, you know?
Did you ever want a charm bracelet to commemorate your trip to see the musical? Well, don't worry. You could purchase a charm bracelet when you went to see the musical. $52.50. On here, we have a little candy heart.
It has a
half-eaten
worm on it.
chocolate. Yeah. Top hat. The logo for the thing on a thing. A candy cane, a chocolate bar, a popsicle, and then a golden ticket. It's quite mid, but like I felt like I needed to show you, you know, because I didn't really have anything to represent.
This is the shit I was hoping to see at the Cats merch table. And they just had the same fucking thing. It made me sad. I'm not a Cats fan, but I went and I wanted to remember it.
Oh, and this is, I wanted to just show you, this is the National Tour shirt, and I do think it's quite smart. On the back of the National Tour, it's a nutrition label, but it has all the locations they visited, and I think it looks pretty good.
Pure imagination, 100%.
Wonka bar, 100%. Chocolate, 100%. Pure imagination. Golden ticket, 100%. And then it just has the first verse of Pure Imagination written on the bottom for no reason.
Okay, I'm into this.
Okay, and I'm on my last item, Elaine. Last item. This was the one I was most excited to find. Because I didn't know this fucking existed. Have you ever wanted a vinyl record of Roald Dahl reading you Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
This is only $4?
It is only $4 fucking dollars. And it is the best design. This is the coolest Charlie and the Chocolate Factory packaging has ever looked.
Yes.
It is the amazing chocolate bar design we're obsessed with, and it says Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then it has a second one that's implied to be the back, which has read by the author Roald Dahl. Now, I'm not a Roald Dahl supporter, but this is fucking sick, okay?
This is very cool. To like, because a lot of authors also don't like do their audiobooks. Like, you get an actor and stuff, so you don't like always have that. This is cool. This is cool. I'm shocked. I mean, it must not function, right? Because why would it be $4? Light flaws on the vinyl.
Probably there's just a lot of them, and no one fucking wants this, Elaine. Light flaws, cover has some bending, Owen Clore's record has no warping. I have a record player. I could.
Same.
It's only like $8 with shipping.
Oh, that's so dangerous.
But yeah, so that's the cheapest thing we found.
Wow.
And the thing is if we want to buy this, we have to buy it before this episode goes out, Elaine.
Oh no. Nah, what will I realistically do with this? I already feel like I'm lugging the book around. Just pop that on.
And I don't want to know what Roald Dahl sounds like.
Yeah, we should resist. Yeah, I've never thought about his voice.
If one of you guys want to get it and report back, we'd love to.
Yes, please.
So that was my last piece. The thing is, I actually genuinely fucking like this cover art. That's the only thing.
It's really cool.
I love this cover art.
That'd be a cool frame of something, yeah.
But I also don't want Wonka in my life that much.
Yeah. That definitely got me a lot of like prequel predictions thing kind of rolling in my head.
They shit out board games.
They shit out board games. So, is for sure going to be, you know. The question is which kind of board game?
Exactly.
And that's where we can get. I would love for there to be. What's like the stupidest thing that could be Wonka? Its categories literally could not be Wonka themed, but God, would that be hilarious? I think we're gonna have a figure doll of Noodle holding a bunch of balloons.
I think the Timothée Chalamet Wonka doll that's going to come out of this is going to be extremely does not look like him. And people are going to clown about it online.
Yeah.
And now here's the thing. The clowning about it online is not equal. Because I think if the doll comes out and it looks nothing like him, I get this prediction right.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to look so unlike him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, to the point where you wouldn't recognize it as Timothy right away.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have quite a distinctive face. I feel like he's kind of hard to fuck up. If you give some bold eyebrows and really chisel out that jawline, you can kind of get it. It's the eyebrows are part of it. That's the thing is he has a better chance because the problem is most of the dolls the eyebrows are too pronounced, and on Timothy his eyebrows are already pronounced, so it's not hard. Like, you're fine.
That's so true.
But I think they're gonna fuck it up still. I think they're gonna fuck it up real bad.
I am putting it out there. Whoever makes this, I will do the marketing for it. If you give me one for free, I will do Elf on a Shelf, but Timmy on the Wimmy. And where is he going to be on a whim? And I will just creepily hide him everywhere, and I will traumatize my roommate.
Timmy on a Wimmy, and the Wimmy was for women, and it was going to be.
I just go around to different women at bars, and I'm like, "Do you mind if I put Timmy in your titties?
Would you like to participate in my social experiment called Timmy on a Wimmy?
I go find
Timmy on a
Wimmies.
Wimmy. This time he got in some titties.
Thank God we don't have slang for woman as Wimmy. How annoyingly awful would that? I just imagine.
Yeah, I went on a date with this Wimmy last week.
I just imagine the like Southern proper lady in a very small church who brought the weird mayonnaise salad to the like potluck, and everyone's like, "Oh, there's Barb or whatever," and Barb was like, "Oh my gosh, y'all, just me with all my wimmies. I'm gonna go head out and gonna make some sweaters for my wimmies."
Girls' night. Don't you mean Wimmy's night?
Live, laugh, wimmies.
International Wimmies Month?
Oh, yes. Wimmies in STEM.
I kind of love it. Like, I fucking hate it, but I also love it.
I hate it and now want it to be a thing.
I kind of want to start it, yeah. Okay. Just me and my Wimmies.
Me and my Wimmies.
I was saying, well, it's like, you know how, like, women in their, like, 40s and 50s will say, like, I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and I'm like,
yes.
Are we gay, or did we go to a sorority?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
yes.
I'm trying to read it, and I'm like, I really don't think you're gay, but I don't want to stereotype, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they said, I was hanging out with my Wimmy, it would make things so much easier. I feel like it would
really
fill that void
would.
really well.
Okay, this is good. We're
Me
changing
and the
language.
Wimmies. What would men be in that? If we have Wimmies,
Meh.
Wimmies and meh.
Wimmies and meh. Because many
Wimmies.
isn't really as fun, but meh, that's kind of
Mummies.
Wimmies and meh.
mummies. Wimmies and mummies.
Wimmies and mummies.
But mummies is already a thing.
Wimmies and mummies is
In
one
two
hell of a
ways.
BDSM party.
Babe, it's mummy's night. Babe.
Oh my gosh,
Babe,
do
you
you
can't
guys want to
interrupt
watch
mummy's night.
Greta Gerwig's fantastic movie Little Wimmies?
Little Wimmies!
I'm here to stand for Wimmy's rights. Super Wimmy.
Did you go to the Wimmies March? Did you go to the Wimmies March? What's another thing with women?
Wimmy's gone
Like, what-
wild.
Hold on, I'm just looking up titles with women in it.
I love it.
The Wimmy. The Wimmy on the train. The Wimmy in black.
I'm every Wimmy.
The other Wimmy.
We'll have to return to
The Spider
Wimmies.
Wimmy. Wonder Wimmy.
Wonder
Wimmy.
Wonder Wimmy. Wow.
You know Ariana Grande's famous song "God Is a Wimmy."
See, now I need to go to the shitty karaoke bar, and I will find a song that has the word women in it a lot, and
Really go ham there.
really go ham.
So my prediction. I made my prediction. It was
You
about
made
the
your
action
prediction.
figure.
We're
I'm free.
good.
I'm free.
We can
Oh
roll
my
the
goodness.
credits.
Thank you, everybody in the audience, ladies, gentlemen, wimmies, mummies, and
Shout out to
everything
the
in
Wimmy.
between. And nunnies.
And nunnies. Wimmies, met, and nunnies.
mummies, and nunnies.
You know those T-shirts where they have each single line for
Wimmies
like the
and mummies and
nunnies
nunnies.
is the T-shirt.
This is so fucking stupid. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of Wonka Watch. If you want to tell us about how our new phrases have absolutely changed your fucking life, you can email us at wonkarapture@gmail.com, and you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Wonka Watch. You can also support us on buymeacoffee.com/WonkaWatch. And when you support us over there, you get a fun little song. And guess what today? We have 2 fucking people. 2 new people. You guys are crazy. And guess what? We have another Grace to add to the Grace. Do we have a word for the Grace group?
Grace.
That sounds so fucking lame. So Grace is now a member, and Grace says, every night I go to sleep breathing in the sweet cotton candy scents wafting off my Build-A-Bear Fickle Grabber. Thank you for your service, brave Wonka scholars. And they also say, hi, Abby. So shout out to Abby. Yes, so Grace, we're aware of this.
Is the best thing.
This made our absolute fucking week. when we first saw this, because Grace made the Fickle Grubber Build-A-Bear to our specifications with the cotton candy scent,
The milkshake.
milkshake that he holds, the blue suit.
The tie-dye skin.
He
was
exists. He exists in the world.
He exists. I forget
Fickle
what
Grubber's
episode that was, but we spent like an obscene amount of time talking about like Build-A-Bear customs. It was the Wonka Watch news, and he's on the, if you're on Spotify, that little Fickle Grubber is in the like episode image or whatever. But it was my favorite shocking thing I've ever seen. I never would have expected that, and it made me so happy. And to know that he did legit look cute in real life made me even happier. And the cotton candy scent.
Yes. And then the second person who we are honoring in song today is Maggie. So Maggie
okay.
and Grace. Elaine, your song today is English Country Garden.
We're going to get some crumpets, and we will do it with Grace. It'll be very fun. And we'll bring Maggie too. Here we go, rhyming. Oh, here we go to play croquet. Better bring your bestie, Maggie and Grace. We're going to pretend to be ladies, or as they call them here, wimmies. Oh, we're wimmies of war. They don't know what's in store. For Maggie and Grace will lead us to a place where we are free and we make the same money. Oh, together we can do it. Fickle Grubber, Grace and Maggie. Fickle Grubber, Grace and Maggie. And hey, hi, Abby.
Wow. That was like a look to camera at the end. It kind of scared me a little bit.
I was scared that entire time. I was tasting
amazing.
butter cookies
It was good.
the entire time I was doing that, which is weird.
You
I
painted
was,
such a good picture.
I don't know why I make everyone go to war. I do, because it's me. I don't know why I'm like shocked
you
by
do
that.
do that a lot.
I thought I was going to keep
Yeah.
that cute, and then I was like,
Maybe it's a representation of something going on with you, but
yeah,
we won't dive into it today.
that's for my journal and me. But thank you so much, friends. And
Yes.
at the
Thank you,
end
guys.
of the day, the merch is cute, it's fantastic and sweet, but unfortunately, it's not that important.
Not that important at all. We did learn about Lomo the Oompa Loompa, and I feel like we should write that one down. We should keep track of Lomo. Anytime an Oompa Loompa gets named, I'm always
Yes.
excited and intrigued. You know,
Yeah.
it's a departure, and I like that. But as a whole, today was not that important considering we spent. I think we had the most fun becoming up
Yes,
with new names
yes.
for genders. So, yeah, that was our highlight. So at the end of the day, it's not that important.
Bye.
Bye, guys.